Outbound is this cozy exploration game where you drive around in an electric camper van and basically turn it into your moving home. The main thing is that everything runs on renewable energy, solar, wind or water, and you collect resources to build up your van while exploring different areas. The game is designed for both solo play or co-op, with up to 4 people, and the vibe is very chill and craft focused, so it's not an intense survival game. So here's how this works. You start with a pretty basic van that you can customize right away, with colors and decorations, and the whole game is about driving to different locations, setting up camp, gathering materials, and expanding your vehicle. The world has these communication towers where you download blueprints for new crafting recipes, but you need download vouchers to get them, and you get these vouchers by recycling litter that you find around campsites, which may seem a bit odd, but it becomes your main way to unlock new stuff. The crafting progression is pretty standard. You start with basic tools like a wrench and axe, then unlock things like pickaxes and sickles for harvesting different resources. Everything has a little minigame when you craft it, like turning a nut for the wrench. Resources include stuff like wood logs, scrap metal, stone, fiber from plants, and various other plants, like berries and mushrooms. Your van has a workbench, storage, and this bioburner that converts logs into fuel to charge your battery. The vehicle needs constant refueling, so you're always thinking about your energy levels. The building system is actually more flexible than you would expect. You can place counters, workstations like sawmills, and food processors, and even build gardens, so you can grow crops. There's also this roof expansion upgrade that completely changes things. When you're parked, you can pop open the roof and build an entire second floor, with floors, walls, railings, even multiple stories if you want. And when you drive, then it all folds back up somehow. You can furnish everything here with tables, lamps, decorations, and make it look however you want. The camping happens at designated spots marked on the map. You can technically stop anywhere, but the game pushes you toward these official campsites, because those have useful stuff like supply boxes, litter to recycle, and often special resources. Each campsite has a fire you can light, and there's a day-night cycle that kind of forces you into rhythm of exploring during the day and camping at night. This is also because you need to manage hunger by eating berries or cooking them into better food with the food processor. And unfortunately, the exploration is where things get a bit restrictive. You are mostly following roads through different biomes, forests, mountains, that kind of thing. The roads branch sometimes, and there are landmarks to discover, like fire lookouts and tree houses, but it still feels pretty linear overall. The terrain and layout also simply funnel you along specific paths, so it feels a bit more like a guided tour than a true open world freedom. The game does have collectibles everywhere though, like gnomes hidden around the map, paintings you can find, and these bottle caps you can trade at machines. Some areas also have little puzzles, where you find items like floppy disks, and passwords to unlock special terminals with rare blueprints. One thing that stands out is that the official description also mentions adopting pets at some lodge, that you can then feed and train to help you, but I did not experience this myself. Now for some of the rough spots. The vehicle speed especially is painfully slow, especially when you're just trying to get from point A to point B. There is, at least in my experience, no sprint option at night, which makes no sense and just feels annoying. The van's headlights also seem to stay on constantly when the motor runs, and you can't turn them off. But the biggest thing here is probably the expectations versus reality thing. If you're hoping for a free roaming sandbox, where you can park anywhere, explore in really any direction, and really live that nomad lifestyle, then at least based on my impressions, this isn't quite that. You're following predetermined routes and stopping at designated spots. It's structured more like a progression-based crafting game that happens to have a vehicle. That being said, if you're into the cozy building and crafting loop, then there is definitely appeal here. Customizing your van and making it your own space is genuinely fun, and the modular building system with the expandable roof is creative. The art style is also colorful and pleasant, and this whole renewable energy angle gives it a different identity from other survival crafting games. Just go into this knowing it's more guided and limited than you may perhaps expect at first glance. And this sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.